Hello everyone, my name's Liddy, and welcome back to Main Assembly. Today, we're going to be emulating my social life and just throwing more things away. And particularly, I wanted to try my hands at another catapult. Before I tried to make a catapult with just using springs, and this is the best version I was able to come up with. This is actually, well, technically, I came with this after that video, but... oh. Just like my real life. Anyway, work! Come on! Can you please work? Phew! Hey, there we go. Holy crap, that was a great launch, honestly. So, like, a little bit before those lights. Anyway, I wanted to see if I could make Catapult using motors go any farther, or just to see what happens if I try to use motors. And the way I have obviously used this one, I just slapped a whole bunch of weights onto like the scoop thing, and then I just let go of the weights, and it flung back, obviously. So honestly, it's probably going to be kind of roughly the same design, and I think I'm going to build this also in real time. So let's start it. And I'll probably just use this one again because it's nice and large. And we'll add on motors later. So first things first, I need some motors to support the scoop too. I'm gonna move the chair right there. Sure. Do I want it on the edge? I don't think I want it on the edge this time. I think I want it more in the middle. So let's do that. So we'll go like right here. Now we'll go back. Oh, change the scale or grid pattern. And just move up a little bit. Sure. Okay. Then we are going to use motors. We're just go straight to large. Holy crap, those are bigger than I thought they were. Look at that. That actually doesn't look too bad. Get a chassis. And we're going to use steel. Oh, and we're going to unmirror this, so we can just do that, and then you can weld to that. And we're just gonna extrude that just to make sure this works. Programming, sure. I just want to make sure the tube turns. It does. Okay. And also, I wanted to simulate the main problem I think I'm gonna have, because obviously with the catapult, it uses speed, then it stops, then it stops to make the object fly, right? So this just the way this game works. If it's on like the parent chassis, there's no collision. And I think I have a solution for this, which I'm going to try. Oops, can I please press right buttons? Okay, so I think what I noticed from previous like testings, that's under tools. I think the bumper actually has collision. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Nope.
It does not. Okay.
Eventually.
Okay. What if I actually use? I didn't want to. I could probably use springs as a stopper. But give them, I don't want the springs to really have any effect. I just want them to stop the creation. So if I put them on very low like power, maybe that'll work. Okay. Oops. Let's have a pillar that goes up. And I guess it doesn't need to be that high. And I've noticed lately, I hate bearings. If you really want to just have like a free-floating bearing, I recommend just using a motor, just because they're a lot stronger. Like they don't like tear apart than like regular bearings do. Anyway, if I were to then take a chassis, this can stay. Yeah, this can stay mirrored. Then I'm just gonna do that. And then what were springs under? I think it's under mechanical, unpowered. Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna use the medium ones. Yeah, maybe. Oh, and then we're gonna have the starting positions. Yeah, we're gonna have the starting positions like super close, and then we'll just weld. Sure. Are you welded? You'll be welded right there. All right, let's just try this out. Oh, actually, I want to change the spring strength. On the length can go all the way. That's fine. And then if I press T, right? Stiffness, yeah, I want stiffness just to go to 0. And dampening, I always forget what dampening does, but we'll put that to 0 as well. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Kinda working. I mean, it's freaking out a little bit, but hey. Look at that. It just stops on itself. Look at me. So good at this game. Is that spring broken? What are you, are you welded? Usually you welded, right? Whoa, hey. What are you doing there, bud? God, collisions. They just never want to work with me. Alright. What can I do to make this better? What if I were to make these on the opposite? Then, oops. And you can face that way. And then we'll have another motor that goes, that goes like right there. Oh, dang it. I had clicked on it. Okay. Another motor that goes right there. Then this should be able to weld to that. And another motor that goes right there. And then this should be able to weld to that. And all these, the only motors that should be powered are the ones, yeah, are those ones. So all the other ones, they have no power, they're just acting as bearings. Oh, there we go, it's working. Oh, fantastic. It's so nice, it actually looks really good. Yeah, it's awesome. It even like... I was losing hope at this at first. Okay, I'm just gonna slap some wheels on here. And there we are. Hopefully that works. I have to swap DNA, but yeah. I don't know why. It really bugs me that they always put D on top. Why is that inverted? I'll never understand why it's inverted. Anyway, bam. Alright, so cool. Basic tank steering. Oh, actually, I kind of want to put motor braking on, just so it doesn't slide. Okay, so now that's done. Let's add a scoop. Okay, so hopefully that'll be good enough. And then let's get a detachable. Nice, right in the middle. Look at me. I'm so good at this game. Things to just hop on it like no problem. All right. So then, programming, want detachable, and we'll put that on F, sure. I just want to, so the major problem with detachable is that when they actually detach, they actually like pop a little bit. I just want to make sure it doesn't fall out when I detach it. So if I press F, okay. I think we can do a trial run right now. I think we're in a good spot. So as a kind of troll method, we showed that the spring explosive, or spring catapult. It made it to, it seemed like it made it a little bit before those blue lights right in front of me. And these are just regular large motors. Didn't mess with their settings at all. Let's go with test 1. Oh. I'm just an idiot. Okay. Alright, yeah. Alright. It's shift. Shift fires. Alright. Detach. Alright. Test 1. Go. That was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. Okay. What if... Alright, for one, I'm going to change... I'm going to change the materials to light as possible. And no air resistance. Okay. Alright, how is that? Alright, detach and fire. Alright, much better. Okay, these motors are... They're a lot weaker than I thought they were. Okay. That got the 2. So let's just go down to 0. Because 0 will give me the most speed. We'll just see if it even has the power at 0 to even fire it. Oh, if I can stop. I just need to take my hands off of WS, seriously. Okay, it does not have the power. Have the power! Yeah, I cannot lift that at all. Okay. So let's go to, let's say 25. I probably could just, without even detaching, just to see. Okay. Doesn't seem too bad. And I'm wondering, what if I would like to try to detach it as soon as it hits like that peak. As soon as it hits that, but that's gonna be kind of hard. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Choo! Alright, so it looks like going lower is not the solution. So let's go to like 60. Go down. Thank you. Alright. So let's detach. Fire. Ooh, that seemed really good. Oh, that seemed really good. Okay. So now let's try 75. I feel like 75 is gonna be around the peak of where it can go. Detach. Yeah, so definitely between 60 and 75. Oh, and also acceleration. What am I doing? Acceleration all the way up. What am I doing? Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright. Probably shouldn't have done that. Change acceleration yet. Because this test can be kind of moot. But, let's see. Okay. And it's also moot when I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay. Fire. Let's try that again. I feel like it's, what if I were to... I feel like it's actually it's actually leaving the scoop thing too late. What if I change this? I might mess with the springs a little bit. Let's change... What if I ramp the dampening up? No idea what dampening does, but... Ooh. That's pretty good. And... Yeah, I'm at 65. Let's go to 60. Or, let's go back to 60. Seems like that was the best one so far. If any scientists out there would be yelling at me. To keep changing things without testing them. Oh, look at that! Honestly, the weight one's still better. At the moment. You know, I'm using springs too now. Let's try changing. Wait, that's the stiffness, right? Yeah, stiffness. All right, that 5,000. Let's change it to max. Sure. So, but with this, I'm gonna have to change this to control, just so now I can go back and actually control it. All right, so now I'm always holding it back, holding control to hold it down. I'm going to detach now. Now I'm going to switch to shift to make it go forward. And go. It seemed about the same, honestly. All right, I just want to do one more test with this just to see. Whoops. The key difference with this, though, with the motor one, actually has some maneuverability. Because all of these, it just weighs too much for it to move. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Look at, oh. Let's see, can I get out? That's what you should look at this. All right, so it's between these lights and these two lights here. Okay, I just wanted to look at that one more time. All right, shift. Oh. But also the thing with the spring catapult, there's a lot of springs. That's a lot of force behind it. I'm trying to only use like 2 motors. I feel like there's some clear advantages and disadvantages. Whee! It is a lot of fun though. What can I? All right. Then again, they're also using large springs. Let's change that for large springs. Yeah, stiffness is all the way up, dampening is all the way up, and length, yeah, length you can just, sure. And making sure that these, yeah, I want the acceleration of these all the way up, which they are. Okay. It's freaking, the springs are freaking out. All right, all right. Detach and shift. Oh, it seems about the same. I really don't know what else I could do without changing the entire like structure. I don't want to add any more spring. I really don't want to add anything else. I like the design as it is. I just don't know what else I could do to it. Alright, so my final ditch effort of trying to make this better. I changed the motors that were attaching the springs to universal joints because they're still better than bearings. And they weigh 2 kilograms less. And I also got rid of a whole bunch of material on the shaft of the spoon. And I think that's about it. I also gave it a good old paint job because it's a catapult and it needs to be brown. And it made it look more like a cannonball. Okay, so I haven't tested this at all. Only thing I tested is that it does work. It works the way I want it to. So let's detach and shift. Oh, come on. It's so close. try that again. It doesn't break when you pull it back either, which is really nice. And fire. Oh. Happens to the best of us. Okay, try this again. Was that just a fluke, the first one? Try this again. Keep firing. There we go. Oh. Fire. Huh. I don't know. I really don't see what else I could do to change it. You guys don't see all these missing things I forgot to paint. Don't look at them. I really don't know what else I could do to change it. I mean, I could probably get rid of a little bit more like chassis material, but I don't think it's going to help out too much. Okay, so my final attempt on trying to make a catapult, I didn't really want to do this just because I think it's kind of ridiculous, but I added, there's 7 sets of motors, that's like 14 motors stacked on top of each other. So kind of the problem with that is they kind of act like bearings a little bit, so they don't necessarily, I don't think they really like amplify the power a lot, and it's kind of too lazy to put on those springs for stoppers, but I might do that actually. I don't know, we'll see. So this is more just a test. I haven't tested out, but it works. But as you can see, like how unstable those motors are. They kind of just flip-de-flop. This is more just this is just for a proof of concept. So detach and bam. Holy what? Actually work? Oh, that worked so well the first time. I was not expecting that to work. Did I actually need a stopper? I think I did. Let's try this again. Oh, it broke. Delete that. Let's try that again. What? Achoo. That's quite reliable. And that did just as... Holy crap. And the motors are set to 60, by the way. Huh. Well, alright then. That did a lot better than I thought it would. Well, anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for me for today. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions about what you would like to see, or if there's any improvements you have on these 2 catapult ideas, because I'm surprised that last one actually that worked almost flawlessly. I think I didn't really want to do that, but that worked really well. However, if you guys have any suggestions on how to make the previous one better, I would love to hear your suggestions. Anyway, I hope you guys consider subscribing, commenting, liking. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.